Court does call the case of the People versus Nicholas Stimmel.
Calls for people.
And good morning, Your Honor. For the record. Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Lita Young, appearing on behalf of Mr. Nicholas Stimmel, who is present standing to my right. So would you state your name for the judge?
Nicholas Stimmel.
Thank you. I thought since you hadn't been here in so long, you just forgot where to stand.
Kinda.
It is good seeing you.
Likewise, Your Honor.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading no contest to the charge of assault and or assault and battery, the 93-day offense. On his successful plea to, that's pleading as charged, there is an agreement as to sentencing that a prosecutor's deferred sentence with probation would be the sentencing.
That is completely correct. Presentation of our agreement.
And Your Honor, it's my understanding that if successfully complete probation, the case will be dismissed.
That's right.
That is part of the prosecutor's deferred. That's correct. All right. May I have him sworn?
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Lower your hand and state your name.
Nicholas Stimmel.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to the charge of assault and or assault and battery. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days of jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Two things about it I have to make sure that you understand. It first of all means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Still, basis.
In a tense courtroom filled with silence, Nicholas Stimmel stands before the judge, accused of assault and battery. The judge reminds him that this charge could lead to jail time, a heavy fine, and a permanent record. With a shaky voice, Nicholas pleads no contest, admitting guilt without saying the words. The room feels heavy as the judge warns him.
Really no contest plea.
Civil liability, possible.
All right. Still wish to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5 on that form. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty or pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, Your Honor.
of your own free will.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I won't ask the last question. The court has been provided Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 24-16014. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
None from the people.
None from the defense, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, after I accept your plea in between the time of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would, any sentence evaluation or recommendation to the court would no longer be bound by. You understand that?
I understand that, Your Honor.
And you also understand that you would not at that time also be allowed to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None, Your Honor.
None, Your Honor, and it sounds like the court's not amenable to immediate sentencing.
I wasn't asked, but
Oh, okay.
by being asked, no. All right.
Yes, sir.
You just don't want to come back here, do you? You're just trying to make it like a one-stop. I couldn't do that in any event because of the nature of the charge, and it's a victim's rights case, so I'd have to have it evaluated on that. But have I complied with the court rule?
You have, Your Honor, as usual.
Yeah, right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation
Thank you, Your Honor.
for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. or
Judge.
slide indicates. That's why we don't let her come. Go ahead, what?
I'm so sorry. I have a jury trial scheduled to start in Wayne County on November 10th, and it's a CSC case, so it's going to run through the 12th, I'm sure. So I'd ask for a different sentencing date, please.
You know, I almost want to say no.
Can I zoom in for sentencing then?
No.
Okay.
No, we're gonna make you come here.
Very well.
Can we? The 10th?
10th is when the jury trial starts.
Can't
Oh,
do-
December
can't-
10th, you said? Oh, that's great. Perfect.
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor. Perfect.
Sentencing will be December, actually the 12th was perfect too, but you just messed that up. December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates, bond with its conditions will continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Your
so
Honor.
very much, Your Honor. Good to see you.
Take care. Court does call the case, People versus Jason Eckel.
People,
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Goldman, PA 1222, appearing on behalf of alongside defendant case Michael Eckel, present in the courtroom this morning. Mr. Eckel, would you please state your full name for the record?
Jason Michael Eckel.
All right. The plea form that the court has in front of it is that the defendant is going to plead to an added count 2 of operating while visibly impaired to second offense. The 1-year offense. Upon the successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. Defendant is also agreeing to enter and participate in sobriety court. Is there a particular sobriety court that he's going to be entering, or?
I'm not sure that he's been screened yet, Your Honor. Counsel and I had the chance to discuss this morning, and he let me know his client's interest in sobriety court. And given some of the facts and background here, I think that's a really good option.
Got it.
So I don't know that he's been screened.
Screened as- Okay, but he does agree to do that. Is that correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. And he is a resident of Ypsilanti. And so
You're not, right?
I'm not, no, Your Honor.
I could tell by the way you said Ypsilanti, but go ahead.
Sorry. So we are open to a sobriety court that has room for admission. I do believe that he would qualify as a resident of Washtenaw County, and otherwise we anticipate it to be a successful screening for admission.
Okay, and I mean 14A has a,
I
Yeah.
think that would be a good place to start is 14A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the court's full understanding of the agreement, is that correct?
That's right.
Accurate, Your Honor.
All right, may I have him sworn?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Lower your hand and state your name.
Jason Eckel.
Say that again.
Jason Eckel.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while visibly impaired second offense. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 5 days to 1 year in jail, up to $1,000 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service or any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you?
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Correct.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights. If you're part of a trial, you understand that by pleading guilty, you have those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to prove?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
Besides my wife, no.
All right. You're doing this voluntarily,
Yes.
of your own free will,
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes.
All right. On September 4th, 2024, at the location of 3900 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, remember the questions we went through?
Yes. Yes.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes.
What you have and how much?
Mike's Hard Lemonade, about 3/4 of a tall boy.
Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
Your Honor, there was a welfare check was conducted. Officers responded by way of a dispatch for welfare. Mr. Eckel came into contact with officers in the parking lot of a Lowe's retailer in light of the welfare check response.
Got it. Okay.
No accident involved, Your Honor.
And ultimately, were you arrested?
Yes.
And were you taken to the hospital for a blood draw?
It's an intoxilizer case, Your Honor.
All right. And were the results of that intoxilizer 0.09 and 0.10?
Yes.
Do you have any reason to dispute those results? Taking everything into consideration on that date and at that time, do you believe that your ability to operate that motor vehicle was visibly impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes.
All right. And had you previously been convicted of operating while intoxicated on or about December 6, 2021 in the 1483 District Court?
Yes.
All right. Sir, if I accept your plea, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation or recommendation. The court would no longer be bound by that. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also understand that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
None, Your Honor.
All right. And has the court complied with the court rule? And would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
The people are satisfied.
So satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be here on I'll set it for November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue with its conditions. What I'm going to suggest to you, counsel, is to go down to probation at this point in time, indicate his interest in sobriety court, and see. There are 2 probation officers working down there at this point, my probation, as well as the sobriety court probation person. So let them know that and let them direct you as to how he should proceed.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.